today I've got another plan with me. This is the plan with me for March 2019, and yeah, I've got a new camera, I've got some new stuff going on, so we're figuring it out as we go. But yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so here we go with a little review of February. See how we go on with this. So this was done monthly. Oh, we'll cover that one up. Might cover this one up. I don't think you really want to know what I ate. There we go. There's the habit tracker. You can see how pretty this is when it's filled in and when you can see it on the camera as well. I made the blobs bigger because last month I realised when I gave you the January review that the blobs were so small you couldn't actually see them on the camera. But hey. So this one was one of my favourites. I love this. I love how this turned out. I'm going to take some really good photos hopefully tomorrow. I need to apologise actually because the lighting today is absolute rubbish. We've got a really gloomy day here in the UK, despite yesterday being glorious sunshine and like 20 degrees or something like that. It was practically summer, at least for the UK. Today is miserable and it's cold and it's very grey, so the lighting might be a bit weird, so we'll just cope with it. This was something that I started doing. I saw a video, I think it was, I can't remember who it was. I'll link it. Wait, down below. There we go. I'll link it down below about time blocking, and I wanted to try and understand how I was kind of using my time. So I think I'm probably going to carry on a little bit with this during March. But this week was a bit of a weird week because I went away for like 3 days, hence why this is massive. And then this week you can kind of see where my time goes. But yeah, so I love how this one turned out as well. This was just turned out really, really beautiful. So we loved that. And this was Valentine's week, so I did a little kind of love themed quote here with Winnie the Pooh. And then this is the final week, and forgive me, I need to tick off some of the things on here. In fact, why don't I do that while y'all are watching? We did that, we did those things. That was cancelled today. I've done that, that's later. Look, here we go, doing this right now, there we go. So yeah, so there's still going to be some stickers and things and some washi tape to go on here just to fill in some of the gaps, but yeah, I thought I'd do that later while we're kind of filling in here. So on with March. So here we go. So for March, I've got this really cute washi tape. I got it around Christmas time. You can kind of see it's got foxes on it and it's really cool. So I'm doing a foxy sort of theme. I'm going to use the washi tape colours for inspiration. So yeah, we'll kind of use some purples, pinks, blues maybe. I think I'm going to stick with the greys and the purples and the pink. This is pretty. And then obviously foxes go with the kind of orange colours as well. So let's get started. Okay, so just while I'm doing this bit, wait, this is not the right colour. Okay, so just while I'm doing this bit with the colouring in, I wanted to talk about what this spread right here is all about. So a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, I forget when or where or how it came up, but I saw that there was, I discovered intermittent fasting. And obviously, you know, people use this for general health, bodybuilding, dieting, and so on and so forth. Working shifts as I do, one of the things that I find quite difficult is reconciling when to eat and how much to eat, and it can be quite difficult. Depending on what shifts I'm on, sometimes I find it relatively easy to eat reasonably well, and sometimes I overeat really badly, and you know, it's just a thing. Anyway, so I was reading about intermittent fasting, and I thought it might be a thing to try, you know, or at least give it a shot. I'm not sure that I'll ever get up to 16 to 8 ratio. I don't know if anybody really knows anything about this, but the idea is that there's a couple of different ways of doing intermittent fasting. One is to do, you know, kind of fast for a day or a couple of days out of your week, or limit your calorie intake for a couple of days. I don't like the idea of that at all, because I think if I'm working, then I'm going to find that really difficult and unpleasant, and if I'm at home, then equally I might find it quite unpleasant. So I'm probably going to be looking at 16 to 8 fasting. How I make that work around shifts, that's what I'm trying to discover. So what I thought I'd do is, I've got these are my trackers, and what I want to do is I want to count the hours, so that's the hours across the top, and this is the date. Count the hours between when I finish eating on one day and when I eat next on the next day, and that should give me an indication of how long I'm already kind of doing, and a picture of how my eating habits move depending on what shift I'm on. So this is just a tracker. I'm not introducing fasting or anything at the moment, but this is to figure out how best to fit it into my lifestyle. So yeah, so there you go. And that is the last page of the monthly setup. I'm going to go back and put the washi tape on the edges of the pages, and fill in, some crossover colour here, fill in some of the dates and information, and then I'll give you a flip through of the finished article. Yeah.